Welcome back to the Fit Dad Club podcast. My name is Travis Jones. We're back with another episode to help you become the fittest, healthiest version of yourself as a dad so you can be that best role model for your family. Now, today we're going to talk about the top 5 habits that our most successful fit dads have. Now, I've coached thousands of dads over the years through our Fit Dad program, many of them dropping 10, 15, and 30 kilos. It's not magic, it's not genetics, it's not motivation, it is simply habits. So on this episode, I want to break down the top 5 things our most successful dads do. It's going to be short, sharp, and to the point today. Now, the biggest thing our dads do, the number one strategy, is they win the day nearly every single day. So our most successful dads, they rely on the small wins. They don't rely on some big magical thing, but it's the small wins, the small ones every single day. So they track these 3 things: their steps, their training, and nutrition. They use our 3-point system. They understand they aim to hit 5 to 6 wins every single week. So if we have a goal of 8,000 steps a day or 10,000 steps a day, everyone is unique, depending on where you are. You have a goal, and no matter what, you aim to hit that goal. To break down your steps, the average office worker walks between 3,500 to 5,000 steps a day. So to get up to the 8,000 step goal, they would have to be walking an extra 20 or 30 minutes a day, scheduled into their day. Maybe it's 10 minutes before work, or at lunchtime, or after work. Whatever it is, they focus on the process. They don't focus on perfection. It's one bad day doesn't derail them. They currently just focus on, I'm going to try and hit a 7-day streak where I win these 3 things every single day. And I know if I hit this process, that the results will take care of themselves. We don't rise to the level of our goals. We fall to the level of our systems. So they hit their steps every single day. They schedule that in. They have a training plan. One they can actually stick to. And I think that's one of the key things for them. They have a training plan that they aim to stick to every single day. Now with this, there could be 20 minutes of workouts. It could be at home. It could be in a commercial gym. They have their progress and they have their focus to do. And it could be 3 days a week in the gym. It could be something at home, doing 100 squats every single day. No matter where they are, they have their process and they tick the box. Now with their nutrition, it could be tracking the calories or the calories and protein, or calories, protein, and fats and carbs. Depends on where they are on the journey. Now, if it is just calories, they have a bandwidth. It could be 1,500 to 1,700 calories a day. It could be 2,000 to 2,200 calories a day. Whatever it is, guys, you have to make it personalized. You have to give yourself a bandwidth to sit within with your calories. And you have to hit that every single day. So to do this, they create structure. They plan ahead of time. They know what they're going to eat. They don't try and let randomness take over the day. They don't go by default. They go by design. So that is number 1. They figure out, how am I going to get my 3 points every single day? Then they aim and create the plan to hit it every day from then on in. That is the biggest thing. They don't try and be perfect. They just try and win the day. And then they wake up and they do it again tomorrow. The second thing they do is they stop starting over every single Monday. There's no more, I'll get back on track next week. They just stay in the game. They plan for flexibility into their weekends. They allow room for the beers and the burgers and the birthdays. They stop viewing a one-off planned meal as a failure. If you have a muffin, if you have a beer, if you have a burger, you just make your next best meal your next best meal. And I think that is the big thing. It removes the all or nothing mindset and it replaces it with the always something mindset. It's not all or nothing, it's always something. And that gets that always something momentum. And I think that's a big thing for us. 1 beer is 120 calories, 2 is 240. To gain a kilo of fat requires a 7,000 calorie surplus. So if you have a cheeky muffin or you have a burger that's 500 calories, it's not going to derail you. It's not going to make you put on weight. It's just going to slow down your progress just slightly. But if you get back on track, that next meal, you're still in the game. And if you do it on Thursday, you still got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to get back on track. If you do it on Thursday and you're like, oh, you hit the reset button for Monday, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday eating and drinking can completely derail your progress for the whole week and the previous week as well. So remember, always something momentum. That's what we got to do. One burger didn't make you get fat. It didn't get you to this position. Now, it's not going to stop your fat loss either, but we need to have a solid foundation where if we do slip up, the next meal is the best one. They eat like fit dads. They don't eat like dieters. I think that's a big thing. Now, they don't do crash diets, they don't do fad diets, they don't do shake diets, we generally don't do some form of keto unless it's necessary. We don't do carnivore unless it's necessary. We want a sustainable plan that you can actually stick to. Okay, we add in structure, we add in protein, and we add in flexibility. So we use our protein first protocol. We want to make sure we're having 30 grams of protein in every single meal. That helps stabilize our blood sugar levels. So it decreases our cravings. It increases satiety so we stay fuller for longer. They track their food, not forever, but until they understand their portion control and have gotten to their goal. So I believe that it's important for everyone to track their food for at least 16 weeks or 6 months so you can truly understand nutrition. I think that is a key thing. And they understand that they don't want to be eating separately to their family. It doesn't want to feel like a diet. It needs to feel like I'm learning my nutrition for my body. And you have to be able to eat with your family for that. So they understand how to make the family meals, track the family meals, and add those meals into their daily calorie plan. They learn how to eat for life, not just for 6 weeks. They want this to be sustainable, real dad nutrition. No one wants to lose the same 10 kilos every 10 years. You lose the weight, you put it back on. And it just keeps going this cycle for decades. We don't want that, guys. We don't want to follow meal plans. We want to follow principles. Now, the next thing is they train for strength, not soreness. This isn't about hitting the gym for 90 minutes to 2-hour sessions. No one has time for that. And if you do, power to you. But most of us are dads with time constraints, with kid constraints, with life constraints. So for us, we want to make sure we're following our 2-10 method. 28 minutes in the gym. We can do that 3 to 4 times a week. That's 2% of your day, 3 to 4 times a week. And our 10 method, which is our 10,000 steps, if you can follow this 2-10 method, train with full body and progressive overload. That means we're getting a little bit stronger every single week. We're increasing our rep or increasing the weights that we're lifting. This is going to create an overload on your muscles, which is allow you to get stronger and stronger. So we want to focus on consistency over intensity. You want to show up daily, not show up really intense just once a week. The daily consistency will build the motivation. It will build the momentum. They build the strength, they preserve the muscle, and they feel good doing it. They don't want to burn out. They don't want to get injuries. They just want to get results, and they want to be successful doing it, okay? Now, this last thing, they surround themselves, this is a big one. They surround themselves with accountability and support. Now, left alone, they used to quit. I used to quit, right? You used to quit as well. I know, that's why you're listening to this podcast. But in this program, they keep going. So you need to have a weekly check-in. They need to share wins and struggles with their team members. They need to support and be supported by other dads that are on the same boat. This is called common humanity. We all do have struggles in our transformation journey, but understanding that someone else is struggling and they keep pushing forward allows us to keep pushing forward as well. It's so crucial. You don't need more motivation. You simply need more accountability. And that's what we need in life. So this is simple, right? But it's not easy. These are the top 5 tips that the guys do. So they have the win the day protocol. They stop starting over on Monday. Remember, it's always something, not all or nothing mentality. They start to eat like fit dads, not like dieters. This is a lifestyle transformation, not a 6-week challenge. They train for strength, not for soreness, and they surround themselves with accountability and support. Now, guys, if you do want these protocols put into your life, go to fit-dad.club, book in a call. We can close the gap from where you are to where you want to be, and we can help guide you there. And we can jump on that call. We can talk with what's been holding you back, and we can help unlock a couple of those obstacles and show you how to get there. So go to fit-dad.club. We'll help you get to your transformation, not just body transformation, but life transformation, because everything gets better when you're just that little bit healthier. So go book in a call. And if you aren't booking in a call, tune in for next week's episode. We'll have another chat on how to transform you into the Fit Dad.